Payments is a strategic imperative for Commerce Cloud, and that is why we are excited to introduce Commerce Cloud Payments. Out of the gate, Commerce Payments will solve for three major pain points for merchants: implementation, fraud, and PCI compliance. First, it will be pre-integrated to reduce implementation, and it will be configurable with click-the-box type of enablement for the right payment methods. With Commerce Cloud Payments, you will be able to launch new sites, geos, and payment methods, including credit cards, mobile wallets such as Apple Pay and Google Pay, and non-card payment methods such as SEPA, Ideal, and Bank Contact, faster and easier with a simplified setup. What used to take 3+ weeks, you can do in only a day, saving you time and money to refocus on other parts of your implementation. Second, customers will have the benefit of a secure checkout with integrated fraud prevention, as Stripe's advanced AI radar is included to improve checkout results by reducing fraud false positives and expensive manual reviews that negatively impact shopper experiences and your bottom line. Third, with Commerce Cloud Payments, you are powering a trusted experience at scale with 99.99% uptime, with the added benefit of reducing merchant PCI exposure, providing the lowest possible compliance burden and security profile. All of this being powered by Commerce Cloud and Stripe, both of which are trusted platforms proven at global scale. To access Commerce Cloud Payments, we are starting out in Commerce Cloud Business Manager, where commerce specialists can access a variety of Commerce Cloud tools. For Commerce Cloud Payments, the merchant will go to Administration, then Global Preferences, then Salesforce Payments Setup, where the Stripe Account Association page is displayed, which allows a merchant to create a merchant acquiring account through Salesforce at Stripe. To do this, the merchant selects the country in which they want the account to be created and clicks Next. This will trigger an onboarding flow where the merchant will provide the necessary information to complete the underwriting of the account. When the merchant selects onboarding with Stripe, they will be taken through the rest of the onboarding process, where they will provide information such as their user information like name and email, and business information like address and where to send payouts. After selecting Done on their verification summary, the merchant will be taken to a page showing them that their onboarding is complete. Here, we are going to add an account that has already been associated with this B2C commerce instance. The account ID is added into the Stripe account ID and then click Next. And here, you can see we have our onboarding complete screen for our merchant acquiring account. Now that the account is created, our merchant or user with the specified site permissions can configure those sites by going to Merchant Tools and selecting Salesforce Payments under Ordering. This takes our merchant to the basic configuration page. This page shows available payment methods and express checkout options that can be selected to show during the checkout process. Commerce Cloud Payments currently supports all major credit cards, SEPA, Ideal, Bank Contact mobile wallets such as Apple Pay, and any wallet that supports the W3C payment request standard, including Google Pay and Samsung Pay. In this case, the merchant selects credit cards, SEPA, Ideal, and both types of express checkout options. Then we click Save. Because Apple Pay has been selected, we also need to enter the domain we want to register with Apple to initiate an Apple Pay session. In this case, you can see that we have added the domain. Now let's see what this looks like from a shopper's perspective. This demo is running on Windows in Chrome, so you will notice going forward you will not see an Apple Pay option, but rather a payment request button based on the device. Here we are on the storefront to see the full shopping journey. Today, our shopper is looking for a new dress and thus selects Dresses. Because several of the payment methods selected only support euros, this journey will be shown based off a country location of France. The shopper sees a dress they like and selects it. The shopper selects the size, and because the merchant selected the express checkout options, our shopper sees the Buy Now button on the product detail page. When the shopper selects the Buy Now button, the payment sheet is displayed. The shopper can edit and update the payment sheet based on the payment information stored in the browser or connected app. The shopper selects Pay and types in their CVC number. Then, the shopper, just as they would have expected, receives an order confirmation for $91.67. Now let's flip back to the merchant view and view the Stripe account. The merchant selects payments and can see this order for $91.67 showing the completed transaction. Now let's take a look at the shopping journey if our shopper were to select an item and add it to cart. The shopper is back on the site and wants to purchase another dress. The shopper selects the dress they want. Then the shopper selects the Add to Cart option. The shopper will see both the Buy Now and Pay Now buttons in the mini cart. The shopper selects the Checkout option. The shopper checks out as a guest. The shopper fills out all of their customer information, and as a best practice, the Pay Now Express checkout option is presented under the order summary so the shopper always has the option to pay with an express checkout option. In Business Manager, the merchant selected the following payment types: credit cards, Ideal, and SEPA, which is exactly what is being presented to the shopper. Credit cards have dynamic error handling. For example, if the shopper inputs a credit card expiration date in the past, they are shown an error messaging notifying them the date is in the past. Or, if the shopper has failed to provide an email address or CVC, they are notified to correct the error before continuing. But what is really exciting is how easy it is for our merchants to add payment methods for their shoppers. In this case, the merchant now wants to accept bank contact. All they have to do is check the box and save. Now, going back to the storefront, the shopper can see that new payment method. It is just that simple. This means with Commerce Cloud Payments, merchants can add new payment types as they are supported with a click of a button, not implementation. Commerce Cloud Payments will handle redirects for payments methods that require redirects like bank contact, or for payment types like credit cards that are 3D secure cards or under the strong customer authentication requirements in Europe. And the shopper is returned to the storefront and given confirmation we have completed the purchase. With Commerce Cloud Payments, you truly have simplified integration, the ability to target fraud with precision and trusted experience at scale. Thank you for watching.